Well, here I am today. I'm going to talk a little bit about my water pump here, which has been giving me some grief. The main problem with this thing right now is that the shaft, if I can get the damn thing on here, the shaft is worn, understandably, in an almost 80-year-old car. So, you take a good look at it here. Sorry it's so contrasty, it's sunny out there. You can see when I banged it out, for one thing, this area up here got mushroomed. It got wider, so it's out of true. And you can actually see all the pitting that's taken place in the metal over the years, which is not surprising. This thing is literally sitting in water and alcohol, so a lot of corrosion there. It's actually right here. I don't know if you can see that, but the diameter is slightly less. So that's where a lot of the wear on that one bushing has gone. This bushing at the back here, which goes on like so, is actually very good. It's not wobbly at all. It hasn't worn, or it's a newer one. Somebody replaced it. And the impressive thing is that when this is inside the oil pump, there's actually an oil passage for it that goes from the engine block. So it forces oil through here, inside this bushing, and it drains out down there back into the oil pan. So that's kind of cool. It actually has its own oiler system. You don't have to keep putting cylinder oil in there. But the front part, you do have to oil. There's a little bolt here you take out, and you just drip some cylinder oil in there every 500 miles or so. And it did, I think at one point it had a wick in there, but what the wick turned into was just a big blob of grease. I think somebody was they were trying to force grease in there, which you're not supposed to. I think it's supposed to be a lighter oil than that, and that's why it had a wick in it at one point. So what I have to get done on this is I have to get a machine shop to machine me a new shaft, because these aren't available. I can't find them anywhere. It's like Paige, they don't make them. This was a Ford, it'd be really easy. Got to get a new shaft. I have to get new packing material to go inside these packing nuts. The way it keeps the water in is basically the shaft goes through here, and you put circles of packing material in there, which is like a square rubber. The modern stuff has graphite in it to keep it lubricated. And then you put your packing nut in, and you tighten it down. I'm probably tightening this wrong way, but anyways, you tighten it down, and it squishes the rubber, the packing material, around the shaft, and that's what keeps your coolant from leaking out around the shaft. So everything seems to be okay. I did have to get this welded back together because, as you can see there, I dropped this accidentally, and this section of the main body there broke off. So I had to take it to a shop, them to weld it back together for me. You can see the weld mark there. So I'm hoping if I get a good thick neoprene gasket on there, it's not going to leak because it's been welded all the way around. So that's the status of this. You can see the impeller here that goes on the shaft. It's in pretty good shape. And here is the sprocket that drives it with the timing gear. So on this car, the water pump is actually part of the timing gear. And the way you adjust the timing gear chain tension is you pull the water pump down a little bit. Like you pull it tight on a bit of a pivot, and that's how you get the tension on the timing chain. So anyways, that's what I'm doing today, and then I'll do an update video when I get this machine shaft done at the machine shop. We'll see how much it costs.